this crystal. By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
Yeah, so let's just hit it with our sword and hope for the best.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
You can't be serious.
I could totally be serious. All right. Well, by the skin of our teeth and having to go level grind a little bit, we got through that. Heal up. I don't love having a staff for my, like, attack in the wild instead of a sword, but it's fun. I'm not sure that we're gonna keep the protagonist to magic long term, but we're going to for now at least. Mostly because I need the magic. And I think he's the one best suited for it.
I think we're in the clear.
It was some pretty good gains for just beating those guys up.
Really?
Hey, do you see that? Oh, is there another boss? Please no. I just killed a human. Oh, hello. What is that? Just look at the size of it. Yo, do you think it'll be my friend? I want a dragon. Not something I'd ever hope to stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a dragon.
Huh?
A dragon? You mean those creatures from the legends? I've never seen one with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into this thing's roost and had no choice but to back off.
Look.
This mine taps a magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation.
But
Luck is on our side that we've caught it slumbering like this. We can slip past it and continue forward. What if I fought it instead? Does its tail also have a mouth? No, that was just that tree. That little, like, that little branch there made it look like its tail had a mouth to me for a second. Almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with magla, too. Dragons are ancient, and strong magla follows in their wake, just the way it goes. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't make this decision lightly, Rogue. On that note, let's push on quietly now, and I do mean that. We wake that thing up, we're in a fight for our lives. But there are monsters around here, too. Aye, if they see us and cause a ruckus, then we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through.
Go.
Understood? Good, let's go. All right, this game is now a stealth game.
Don't panic.
Stay low. Panic will do you no good now. What is
Enemies
this
up ahead.
perspective?
Watch out!
We're fine, we're fine.
We're not alone.
I
Keep
know.
an eye out.
Go. Just go. Nothing to worry about. Am I going that way or am I going this way? What if we fought the dragon, though? We should probably leave and come back when I'm stronger. Here's the chest. This is your classic, like, look at this big enemy you can beat, like, 30 levels from now. Come back for it. Somehow we made it through. I was expecting the worst to happen, but thankfully we lived to see another day. We got lucky this time. Had that thing awoken, we'd be in a very different situation. If anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd need to have a gauntlet runner. A gauntlet runner would certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier. You may as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves. Yes, nice, but can we move on? We're still done for if that dragon wakes up, so let's not overstay our welcome. What is a gauntlet runner? No, you're just not going to tell me what that keyword means after you highlighted it in the text and everything? Okay, whatever.
Look.
Oh, I thought this was... I hate when games do this. Do not have the character say the first word of a dialogue box, but then not have it be voiced. I hate that. It's a very streamer-specific peeve, more so than your average player, but I hate it. Isn't that the exit?
Oh, right!
It is. We can finally get out of here. Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment. This is...
What?
The dragon's awake. Could it be? It's awake and it's not happy. Are we about to be Indiana Jones by a dragon? A dragon's roar? And you feel that shaking, right?
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here? Why are we standing still? Run! Indiana Jones.
Stop.
It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run.
Run!
Why did you wait so long? When did this become a Crash Bandicoot level, chat?
Hurry!
I'm hurrying! Like, what more do you want from me, woman? How long is this bridge? All right, we're good. Easy.
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
I would prefer it to be dry. I mean, it's Flames Day after all. Shout out to my boy Heats Flamesman. If you remember him, you remember him.
I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it.
Does Strohl, like... Is there, like, a little Jiminy Cricket on Strohl's shoulder who constantly asks him for his life story? This dude just hits us with his, like, super deep, like, here's everything about my character out of nowhere.
Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter.
I accidentally just hit my mic. Sorry if that made a noise.
But they would never come.
Dang, bro, that's crazy. Who asked?
The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
That must have been hard.
That must have been hard.
Still, it opened my eyes.
What would you talk about around a fire chaos? Anime, obviously.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we?
Speak for yourself.
I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
It was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way! Who let these blackguards into the palace?
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him!
I wonder if she'll be important later in the story, chat.
I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness! What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna be the one to say it. And the answer is so that the game could happen. But, like, if that mage was right there and had a clear shot at the prince, why was his strategy hit him with the magical curse that in, like, a couple of months to a year will put him in a coma for who knows how long, instead of just being, like, fireball and, like, burning him to death, like, just immolating him on the spot? I feel like that would have been a lot more effective. But what do I know? It's not like I've ever tried to throw over a monarchy before.
Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
That caster was Luis? I doubt it. The way you've described Luis, he's like a master tactician and like a fighter. Like he will like fight people. Like he's a skilled swordsman, magic caster, etc., whatever. Why would he have been there and just cast one magic shot and then run away and gotten sliced and then teleported away? I don't know. The way they've been building up Luis, he does not strike me as the kind of guy who's like, I can cast an evil curse, but then I have to run away. I feel like he would have like fought and won the sword fights. Although that was many years ago, maybe Luis was like still a kid or something. But they said even when Luis was like a child, he was skilled beyond measure, like working in the military and all. I don't know. I don't think he's the one that cast the curse. That would be weird.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him.
He would, okay, if he's the one that cast the curse, I guess, if you say so.
And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid.
I assume Rogue is his tribe?
But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
I'm exhausted. All right, let's talk first. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power. Was this the path I was always headed for, or is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Luis no matter what it takes. Though I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. I like Strohl. Strohl is a neat character. So is Grius, but I'm really liking Strohl. Sometime after the assault, together with the small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. Redhead Lady. We saw Redhead Lady. Wasn't Redhead Lady in the caravan with us at the very start? Wasn't she the one who pushed us away when we were being attacked or whatever? Something like that. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason, a terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be running into her again. It's still raining outside. It's pretty late. Let's just get some rest. I was just trying to see if I could look around at the boxes and stuff, but my bad for trying to, like, interact.
You're kidding.
Can't believe not just you, but Strohl and Grius have awakened to that power. Gallica is fine. She's fine. I don't think Gallica is like super annoying and I like hate her or anything, which is how it normally goes for Navi characters, but she also doesn't really interest me that much so far. I am interested in Redhead Chick. I look forward to whenever she joins us. Like the whole knightly, like, code of honor thing that she has going on, I dig that kind of archetype, so. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. No, I'm exhausted. That magla was unusually dense and now it's already dark. Hope I can see a beautiful clear sky tomorrow. We still have a long way to go to Grand Trad. You should get some sleep for tomorrow. All right, cool. So this is a perfect time, actually, to wrap up for today, because we're just a bit over 4 hours. Very, very nice. Let's save the game. Save up. Pretty good so far, you know? Couple of things that I'm loving, couple of things that I'm a little annoyed at. I'm annoyed that they have the stupid double miss, like, you miss once, you lose 2 turns thing from SMT5, because I don't like that, but we'll see how bad it is. I think that the double miss thing will still annoy me, but I don't think it will annoy me as much, because they made the genius, great, incredible decision to where if the protagonist goes down, you don't immediately lose the fight. Instead, you can res the protagonist, which is glorious game design. Very smart of them. I will praise that every day of the week. So, you know, some good, some bad. I'm enjoying the game overall so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going. So, yeah, looking forward to it. The story seems quite interesting. I'm very intrigued to see where it goes. So, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. For those who watch on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to catch streams of Metaphor ReFantazio live, link to my Twitch channel in the description. I'd love to see you there. Or keep watching on YouTube. I appreciate your support either way. And until next time, farewell.